Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I'm in. Hey, yeah, somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up with Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. And we also want to welcome in our 2K insider, Shams Charania. Thanks for taking time to join us, Shams.
PA, are you kidding me? I wouldn't miss this. My guy RJ is in the house.
Yeah, we're excited to have you, big fella.
You guys got the best seats in the house. I'm just glad I can occupy it for at least a second.
Man, we'll stay in this seat as long as you would like.
We got the best seats. Shams has the best intel. We're covered.
Let's go.
Here's a look at some stats for Quentin Grimes.
He's been really dialed in from deep during these last 5 games. Looking assertive and in control every time he rises up to shoot from beyond the three-point line. And it's been fun to watch.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. George and Embiid are up front. And it's Grimes in at small forward. And for New York, Karl-Anthony Towns is out there with OG Anunoby. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Bridges in at the 2. And so off the tip, it is New York. Brunson against Maxey. Brunson passes to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Inside. Embiid with a steal. Down low. Towns against George. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
The defense was a little too overeager there, and George gets them to bite on the pump fake.
This is his first trip to the free throw line tonight. And he makes a first.
Look, he's capable of playing either forward position. PG's impressive versatility, that's what makes him elite.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
And you got to give Paul George credit for his mental toughness. There's always lots of chatter out there, but he tunes it out and just focuses on his game.
Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Mike Brown had a few moments to share with me. I brought up Tyrese Maxey and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. And here are the Knicks. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
Yeah, we know that on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
Now here's Bridges. And it's blocked.
Yeah, coach would love to see more of this from Edgecombe on defense, using his supreme athleticism to get on top of the shot.
Here's Brunson. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against Indiana.
And a big part of that was his aggressiveness, drawing contact and getting to the line.
Brunson with it. Maxey covering. Embiid with a steal. Here's George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 5 points.
Yeah, I like the way that Edgecombe plays. He looks for others first. A rare trait for a rookie.
And with two of the league's smaller market teams facing off in last year's finals, Shams, any problem with that?
On one hand, BA, it definitely takes the audience some getting used to, but for Commissioner Adam Silver, it's a sign that the league's changes are working as intended. So much parity, it gives every team, if well managed, a chance to compete. And the Pacers and Thunder both certainly fit that description. This is a wide open league right now, BA.
NBA is fertile ground if it's well managed. That's the key. Bridges outside. Screen by Robinson. Fires for three. And Bridges good for three. And that'll tie this game up.
Just so strong from deep. Bridges is great behind the arc.
Maxey against Brunson. George a screen on Brunson. For three, Maxey drains the triple.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Now here's Brunson. And you look at the numbers, currently around 22.5 points a game.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
George with it. Brunson defending from 18 feet away. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He has 7.
Oh, PG is dynamite from that range. You can't let him get comfortable from there.
Towns a screen on Maxey. Here's Brunson. And a nice finish on the layup. Brunson's got his second bucket on the night.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Maxey surveys. Pass to Edgecombe. There's the three. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
George against Towns. Now Bridges. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. To the inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
Bridges has shown a lot of growth as a ball handler and as a distributor.
George outside. Back to Maxey. Jacks up a three. No good there. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for New York. 4-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
And despite the difference in talent level, these teams were fairly evenly matched last year.
The ball's knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brunson. The Sixers lead by 4. And Shams, the landscape of the Eastern Conference drastically shifted by the run of Achilles tears in last year's playoffs.
Yeah, BA, it felt like one after the other. Every week there was something big in the playoffs last year, and devastating for the teams particularly, but the league at large. And situations like these only amplify those voices saying that the league has to find a way to figure out how to protect players from injury. Is it lesser regular season games during the regular season? Is there a formula? Is there a method to potentially decrease the amount of significant injuries we see?
No coverage that time.
Backing up that last three with another three. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Check in for the Sixers. Let's take this time to see the teams who were picking the most pockets over the past month. Second, the 76ers.
They've really gotten after it at the defensive end, and that's been generating turnovers.
Knicks trail by 7. And Shams, we're seeing a transition in regional media, the RSN, the Regional Sports Network, with cord-cutting impacting revenues.
Yeah, local RSNs is a big part of the NBA, and the availability of local team broadcasts via streaming is certainly skyrocketing. Every team, Utah, Phoenix, has their own flair to this, and it definitely has the potential to unlock an even larger viewership. The national broadcast is big, guys, especially here at 2K TV, but the local audience is very much an important part of the NBA ecosystem.
Maxey against Brunson. McCain, a screen on Brunson. Here's Maxey. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Maxey's got 5 points.
Maxey saying, sure, I'll take that.
Brunson against Maxey. Brunson passes to Bridges. Robinson, a screen on McCain. Here's Bridges. And it's New York scoring again. And here is Maxey. 10 points in his last outing. 4-3. And the three-pointer goes. Maxey's got his third basket on the night right there.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Out to Bridges. Back to Brunson. Just 5 on the clock. Shoots over Maxey. Rebound by Philadelphia. George has got 4 rebounds now. Outside Maxey. Back to George. Pass to Maxey. George against Brunson. Philadelphia moving it around. Robinson with a steal. Anunoby on the wing. Covered by Grimes. Robinson. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Robinson's gotten his second bucket. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Leading by 5. They're coming off that win against the Heat.
Yeah, they hit the court last game with some serious attitude, especially on offense.
And they backed it up with their play. Got production from everyone, and they were able to walk the walk on the offensive end.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
Your Knicks Citizen Squad. With your hands together for your Knicks
group substitution here for New York. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Towns. Clarkson's checked in for Anunoby. And it's McBride in for Bridges. The 76ers also with a sub. Oubre, he's checked in for George. Here's Brunson. On the wing, Clarkson. Outside Brunson. Pass to Hart. 6 to shoot. Yabusele against Embiid. Yabusele can't hit. The Sixers lead by 8. Well, we know about three-pointers, but rim threats provide that counterbalance too, Shams.
No doubt. Protecting the rim, playing defense, and playing with verticality, that's very, very important. And we saw a lot of draft picks going at mobile, athletic big men, guys who can protect and punish the rim while also being able to move their feet. You need to have a defensive presence down low.
There's so much ground to cover defensively in the NBA now.
Scoring well this quarter, picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to Oubre, and here's Embiid. Count it, 1 for 1 to start the game.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Now here's McBride. No points yet. Back to Brunson. Pass to Yabusele. And it's blocked by Embiid.
You see how impactful of a defender Embiid is. He erases shots around that rim.
Now Oubre. Embiid with it. 20 points for him last game against Miami.
It wasn't just the scoring. He got others involved, too.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Here's McCain. The Knicks making their last shot. Oubre finds Embiid. And stolen by Yabusele. Here's McBride. Keeps it alive. And McCain pulls it down. Philadelphia leading by 8. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. The Sixers, they want to get over the top. Joel Embiid said, I've accomplished everything individually, but there's one thing missing, which is to win a championship. We have to do whatever it takes to make sure that in the postseason I'm healthy and as dominant as I've ever been. B.A., back to you.
His health is key. Allie, we appreciate the report. Now here's McCain. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Miami. Oubre passes to Maxey. Clock at 6. Clarkson grabs a miss. Knicks trail by 10. Hart passes to Brunson. Yabusele a screen on Maxey. Here's Yabusele. No luck on that one. Excellent D there from Embiid. Philadelphia shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
At the line, 2 shots.
That one's off. And the Knicks making a change here. Towns is checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Drummond comes in for Joel Embiid. And it's George in for Maxey. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Towns. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Outside Hart from behind the arc. Drummond grabs the miss.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Clarkson. Pass to Hart. New York working the ball around now. For three. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Puts up a deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. The first quarter concludes, and a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. The Sixers on top. They lead by 13. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Or the 76ers at the top of their game, huh?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Their points came almost exclusively from beyond the arc, and as this game continues, that should open up the floor for the rest of their offense.
And the 76ers, looking at who they've got. Andre Drummond is out there with George. Then there's Kelly Oubre. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's McCain in at the shooting guard position. Now here's Lowry. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. All right, chums, I got to ask you a personal question here. You know, screen time, that pops up on your cell phone. When your phone gives you that usage report, I assume that daily average is in double digits?
BA, I haven't looked. I don't want to look, to be honest. I'm clearly a power user, that's for sure. I think I would be ashamed of the screen time I have. Speaking of which, BA, do we have any outlets here at the desk here? Can I charge my phone right now? Oh, wait, it's right here. Never mind. I got it, BA.
The Shams carbon footprint. It's impressive. We got to get our news, though. Now here's McBride. No points so far. Clarkson outside. Blocked!
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Oubre from the arc. Pass to George from the arc. Kept alive. And finally, they hit one. And the 76ers lead by 18.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Now here's Oubre. He had 10 points in the win against Miami. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Miles McBride picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Philadelphia shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. He misses the free throw. Shamet, he's checked in for Yabusele. Edgecombe, he's checked in for the Sixers. Good on the second one. Here's Clarkson. 14 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
Terrific all-around effort. He did a great job of creating for himself and others.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
To the right side. Back to George. Launches it. Nails it from beyond the arc. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
It's been a dominant night for him, staying productive throughout.
Towns finds Clarkson. Hart with a screen on McCain. Clarkson for 3. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
43-27.
George feels it out a bit. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Let's use this time to have a look at the team scoring leaders. The 76ers in second.
They've been having a great season on the offensive end of the floor. It never takes this team long to put big points up on the board.
And he knocks down the first one. George hits them both. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Paul George with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And I think a new plan would be a good idea. At least make it hard on this guy.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Mikal Bridges.
Well, his scoring has dipped over the last few seasons, and sometimes that can be cause for concern. But it doesn't always tell the full story. You have to consider his role, his usage, as well as the other ways he contributes to the team.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Clarkson, tipped. Here we go, the Sixers on the break. Here's George. There's the block. Hart passes to McBride. Back to Hart. There's the triple. Here's Shamet. Let's go with a three. Pure from three-point range. Shamet's got himself on the board with a three there.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Sees his man, threads the pass inside. Excellent teamwork.
And Towns has got the ball here for the Knicks. Trailing by 17. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game. That'll be the second of a two-game stretch at home. Hart can't hit. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. It's good. George has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Clarkson for three. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. The Sixers lead by 19. The three is up. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. New York has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Now it's Hart. Still without a bucket. From outside the arc. Rebound by Philadelphia.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Here's Edgecombe. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Shamet. He's covered by Oubre. Shamet, no good.
I'll be honest, I'm a little surprised he missed that.
For Philadelphia, they've gotten 5 of their first 11 shots to fall here in the second quarter.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Now here's Clarkson. He's got 6. Towns, a screen on McCain. Shot clock at 6. And it's Clarkson missing.
Okay, now I think he's starting to get in his own head right now. Maybe he's overthinking things a little bit, and as a result, he's just been off.
Here's McCain. The rebound by Shamet.
Well, the defense was fortunate. That was a good look from mid-range. He just was trash.
Here's Hart. New York working the ball around now. Here's Towns. Off the mark, and the drought continues. The Sixers lead by 21. To the paint. Here's George. And Edgecombe, the bucket on the assist by George. Edgecombe's got his second basket on the night.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Shamet passes to McBride. Clarkson outside. Over McCain. And that one's good. Clarkson's got 8 here in this quarter.
Good maneuver to get inside. Clarkson is sneaky.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So New York going with almost an entirely new group here. Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. OG Anunoby comes in for Shamet. Bridges, he's checked in for Clarkson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for McBride. Philadelphia also making some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Watford comes in for Paul George. And it's Maxey in for McCain. Knicks on D. Towns with the ball. Watford covering. Anunoby against Embiid. Back to Bridges. Outside Anunoby. To the middle. And here is Maxey. 11 points in the game. Pass to Watford. Back to Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. Oubre, a screen on Brunson. For 3, Maxey. And it's New York with a rebound. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. Towns, right side. Back to Anunoby. Beyond the arc. They get it back. Robinson passes to Towns. Second shot opportunity. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, B.A. Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab or the pull-up and all of that stuff, but it'll still work." Back to you guys.
Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Robinson passes to Brunson. Towns on a screen. Lets the three fly. And Watford pulls it down. The Sixers lead by 21. Pass to Maxey. Watford with a screen. Brunson against Maxey. Takes a three. Embiid inside. Oh, Robinson with a block. Inside. And there's Towns on the assist by Bridges. Towns has got his first 2 points.
And he is a force in the paint. Towns is such a huge presence inside for them.
Oubre passes to Embiid. Pass to Watford. Over Towns. The shot by Watford, no good.
Decent look from mid-range. You almost have to take that shot to keep the defense honest.
Here's Brunson. Some solid defense from Maxey.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Back to Watford. Two in the cold spell. It's hauled in by Jalen Brunson. Knicks trail by 19. With a step back. And Watford pulls it down. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the Philadelphia 76ers. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And Oubre gets it to go.
This team wants Maxey to have the ball in his hands. He is a great decision maker that gets better every year.
Towns passes to Robinson.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
The kick out to Brunson. Bridges feeling it out a little bit. Here's Robinson. New York again can't hit.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity from the mid-range. He can hit that.
Here's Maxey. That one goes. Count it. Maxey's got 13.
So tenacious. Maxey finds a way through.
Towns outside. Down low. Here's Robinson. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Towns has got his third assist of the night. All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, B.A. Thank you.
And as always, Shams with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Checked in for New York. George, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Grimes comes in for Oubre. We've got 1:13 left to play in the second quarter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here. That'll put Quentin Grimes on the line. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. And really, the heartbeat of this Knicks team is Jalen Brunson, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., the lifeblood, both on the court and his willingness to take less on his contract, giving them the leeway to enhance their talent.
One shot.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Now here's Robinson. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And he really dominated, working hard to control the glass.
Here's Maxey. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 25. Well, the rise of Tyrese Maxey has been fun. What do you think makes him such an exciting player, RJ?
Oh, it's his speed and tenacity for sure. He might be the quickest guard in the league right now. And in addition, he's also become an absolute knockdown shooter.
First one falls for him.
What I love most about Maxey is his aggressive attitude. When he's out there, he keeps his foot on the gas pedal.
Both free throws good from Maxey. Bridges with it. Give him 8. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
Here's Brunson outside. Ooh, give him his 5th make of the game in 10 attempts.
Yeah, a dead-eye shooter. Don't expect Brunson to miss many of those.
Philadelphia dictating the flow.
63-39.
Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Robinson. That's good from Embiid on the assist from Maxey. Maxey's got 3 assists now in this one. The shot won't fall. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for the Philadelphia 76ers. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Thanks a lot. Well, Coach Nurse, seems like your defensive execution has been pretty sound. What are you seeing from your team?
Really solid, right? Not very many mistakes. We're helping where we're supposed to help. We're sending guys the right direction. Pretty solid.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number 3. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Here's Maxey. They've got Jalen Brunson. Karl-Anthony Towns is out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then it's Mikal Bridges, and it's Anunoby in at the 3 slot. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Brunson looks it over. It's stolen by Maxey. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. All right, here's what the Knicks have lined up on their schedule. On Sunday, they'll be taking on Bam Adebayo and the Miami Heat. And then on Tuesday, they'll be matching up with Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Cavaliers, you just know they want to make a statement in that contest. Beating the top team in the East would grab the rest of the league's attention.
The first one falls. All right, Richard, just as a fan of the game, who's your favorite player to watch right now?
I'm really loving Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, really their whole team. But Shai, he's just special to watch.
Both free throws good from Maxey.
Watching Tyrese Maxey grow as a player has been special. He's constantly adding new wrinkles to the game, improving his skill set on both sides of the ball.
Now here's Bridges. Pass to Brunson. Out to Bridges. Takes the three. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers shooting 52% from the floor so far. George. Now here's Grimes. Outside Maxey. Three-pointer off the mark. Brunson against Maxey. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Brunson misses. Philadelphia's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, right away in his career, it's been clear that Edgecombe has a physical presence that very few NBA rookies have.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Shooting two.
The first free throw is good. So far, Grant, we've seen some encouraging intangibles from VJ Edgecombe.
Yeah, you know, he reminds me of Victor Oladipo or even a Dwayne Wade physically. Just an explosive athlete, and I love the way he uses that strength and quickness at the defensive end of the floor.
He's off on the second.
And what jumps out about VJ Edgecombe is his defensive abilities, because that's what can be difficult to teach. But he's already a very potent force on that side of the ball.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Brunson against Maxey. Pass to Embiid. 5 on the clock. Free throw line jumper, and the jumper is good. Embiid's got 8.
Well, and it's just clear how comfortable Embiid is shooting the ball, especially from mid-range.
Now here's Towns. George defending. Now here's Brunson. It's stolen by Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. The Knicks pull it in.
And they have been cold coming out of the break, only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Maxey against Brunson. Towns a screen on Maxey. Here's Brunson. Just 5 to shoot. And he's 6 for 12 after that one.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
41.
Maxey passes to George. Up top, Embiid. The Knicks pull it in. Robinson's got rebound number 7 tonight.
Coming out of half, they're 1 for 5 from the field. Whatever they discussed is not working.
To the inside. And the basket is good. He's got 10.
Nice effort by Bridges. He's got that wiry strength.
43.
Here's Edgecombe. He's got 6. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Brunson against Maxey. And Brunson, here we go. That one drops for him.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
New York shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
Jalen Brunson. Defensive foul. Paul George. First personal foul. First team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 1 shot.
That free throw good from Brunson.
And you gotta love Jalen Brunson's mix of physical and mental skills. He's not just fast and tenacious, he's also very intelligent about how he attacks you.
And the basket by Embiid.
and just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
New York calls timeout.
Gets T-shirts on their way. Let me hear you. T-shirts are incoming, fans. Make some noise, and we'll send one your way. Who wants a t-shirt? Get on your feet. Make some noise.
And now let's see who the best rookie rebounders have been during the last 10 games. Number 5 is VJ Edgecombe.
This coaching staff loves how he battles down low. Impressive numbers over the last 10 games.
Pass to Anunoby. Bridges outside. Back to Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. And here's Brunson. Puts up a 3. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
Here's Embiid. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there. Embiid's got 6 points in the quarter.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
And here's Brunson from the arc. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. And out of bounds, the Knicks will take it. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. Taking a look at the 76ers. What a season thus far for them. Second place in the conference. And of course, there are the Knicks, behind 9.5 games.
Well, right now, for New York, they're just not where they thought they'd be as a ball club. Now, after the success they had last season, they were counting on having even a better year.
And it's the exact opposite has happened. The chemistry has been off. They haven't been able to maintain momentum. A very disjointed season for them up until this point.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The 76ers have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. Here's Maxey. The rebound by Bridges. For New York, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. New York working the ball around now. And there's Towns on the assist from Robinson.
And this offensive surge is just what they needed right now.
Here's George. And George with the jam.
The scoring instincts of PG are razor sharp. He just keeps on attacking.
Towns a screen on Maxey. And here's Brunson from the arc. He buries it from 3. Brunson's got 11 points here in the second half.
Well, they're still losing, but it's not because of him. He's been lights out this quarter.
Maxey finds George. Now Embiid. Pass to Edgecombe. Nice D from Bridges. And here's New York now. They're on a 15-6 run. Robinson passes to Bridges. Back to Robinson. And he banks in the layup. Robinson's got 8.
Yeah, I love the activity in the pick and roll from Bridges, delivering a dime right on the money.
56.
Maxey on the wing. Brunson defending. Embiid against Brunson. Embiid inside. 2 points. That one goes. Embiid's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Towns. He has a clear impact on this offense, putting up over 19 a game. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. And here's Maxey outside. Here's George to the left wing. The 3 from Edgecombe. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one. Now here's Bridges, guarded closely. Outside Brunson. Pass to Robinson. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And some changes here for New York. Yabusele, he's checked in for Robinson. Hart comes in for Anunoby. And it's McBride in for Mikal Bridges. McCain's checked in for the Sixers. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 4 here in the 3rd from range. Philadelphia calls timeout. And despite the NBA's popularity, some folks criticizing the wide-open style of play.
Yeah, you know, B.A., some of the artistry is lost when guys are mostly hunting for open threes. But for some teams like the Celtics and Warriors, that's been a championship-winning formula. And, well, we all know it's a copycat league.
Now Embiid, 14 points for him. The rebound by Yabusele. Here's Hart. Banked it in off the glass.
That's just smart basketball right there, finding a way to get a high percentage shot on offense.
George outside. Pass to Embiid. It's McCain on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he comes up with a bucket.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
The Knicks making a switch here. Clarkson's checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw no good for McCain. The kick out to Maxey. Goes back up. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Second personal foul.
Well, Maxey goes hard at the inside D, basically taking away their good options.
At the line.
And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the 76ers.
Oh, they've been punishing the inside defense consistently in this one. Look, it's been a very productive area of the floor for them.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Both free throws good from Maxey. And the Knicks with the possession here. Outside Brunson to the paint. Here's Hart. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
Now here's George. 26 points for him. Yep, that one goes. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, PG moves so well with the ball, there's a grace to his game.
You know, when you think about the league's most capable scorers, Paul George has to be on that list, Richard.
When I think of PG, he's just a perfect basketball player. Dunks, threes, mid-range. This man can do it all. And when he's got it going, it's hard to think of a more complete scorer. And even though they're down, it's not on him. He's been lights out on offense for them this quarter especially.
And here we go, the Knicks in transition. Count it.
Great teamwork on that drive, punctuated by a strong finish.
Yeah, that's nice execution, running with purpose and creating an easy scoring opportunity off the break.
So it's Philadelphia now, after the basket by New York on the other end. George passes to Embiid. George outside. Embiid, a screen on Brunson. George. And here's another one for the Sixers.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
Pass to Yabusele. Here's Hart. Outside Brunson. And here's Yabusele. Embiid covers. And the basket is good. He got it to go, and he took the bump. So a free throw coming up, an opportunity at a three-point play. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Shamet, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Philadelphia also making some changes. Andre Drummond is checked in for Embiid. Oubre comes in for Grimes. And it's Lowry in for Maxey.
One shot.
That free throw good from Yabusele. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Lowry, the pass to George. A minute and a half left in the third. Pass to Oubre. Lowry outside. Fires the three. He can't hit that time.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
The offensive rebound. Clarkson for three. Can't get it to drop. Well, the 76ers shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. Pass to George. Fires the three. The Knicks pull it in.
His three-point shooting kind of dried up in the second half. He is yet to make one after knocking down 3 before halftime.
On the wing, Clarkson. He's covered by Oubre. And it's Clarkson missing.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line. That's going to send Jared McCain to the line. That one's on Clarkson. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Lowry.
One shot.
And the Knicks shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. McBride passes to Hart. Kicks it out to Clarkson. The three is up. And it's Clarkson again missing. George outside. Over Clarkson. George's shot is good. George has got 32 points in the game. And so it's Philadelphia in total control, up by 29 going into the break. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back to the game after this break. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Taking a look at Philadelphia. Maxey and Edgecombe man the backcourt. Trendon Watford is out there with Kelly Oubre. And it's Drummond in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Edgecombe. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. Pass to Edgecombe. Watford outside. Drummond to screen on Towns. Here's Watford. Drummond inside. He's covered by Yabusele. Drummond passes to Oubre. Clock at 6. Tries again. Jump shot is good that time.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Yabusele outside. Fires from deep. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. And here's Oubre from the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Towns looking for an opening. And Tyrese Maxey gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Shamet, he's checked in for New York.
Now into the lineup for New York, number 44, Landry Shamet.
Well, you ask the older generation about load management. They'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account. His first 3 of the half, that gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
And here's Drummond. Watford left side, 6 to shoot, and the foul on Josh Hart. That's his 3rd foul so far.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
New York making a switch here. Brunson's checked in.
New York Knicks, number 11, Jalen Brunson.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Oubre, clock at 6. And yep, it's good.
More points coming from inside. In that respect, they've been the more aggressive team.
Hart passes to Towns. Shot from the low post is good.
And he has to build on this because we can see where him being a ghost out there has gotten them so far.
98-72.
Out to Oubre. The 3 knocks down the triple. Oubre's got 5 points in the quarter.
Smart pass. You'll have to love that all-around game of Tyrese Maxey.
Pass to Shamet. Well, some lament the death of the mid-range jumper in today's game. Grant, you got any fixes?
Well, some have suggested cutting out the corner threes. If the three-point line was only like above the break, teams would probably need to rely more on that mid-range.
And Maxey keeps defenders guessing, which is why they sometimes overcommit like this.
Tyrese Maxey at the line, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he drops the first. The 76ers making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. Both free throws good from Maxey. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Poke loose. Pass to Shaman. Now here's Brunson. Outside McBride. Launches a 3. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson.
And when Brunson drives it, he draws attention, and that helps open up the perimeter.
Now Drummond, covered by Towns.
103-77.
Here's Grimes. Basket counts.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Brunson against Maxey. Towns, a screen on Maxey. Pass to Towns. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Edgecombe.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
And here is Maxey. Well, Richard, we know that coaches will sometimes criticize their team's performance in those post-game press conferences. But where's that line?
Well, I think coaches should always use I. When you say I, and I as the leader of the team, I have to have them prepared ready. I didn't do a good job making sure that I demanded the type of execution. That first always helps.
And the basket by Towns.
As a player, a rough first half, look, it can wake you up. Sometimes it leads to much improved play in the second half.
79.
Drummond to screen on Brunson. Pass to Grimes. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got rebound number 11. Outside Hart. Outside McBride. Here's Towns. Covered by Grimes. And now the Sixers on the break. The 3. Hits a three-pointer.
Now you have to extend that defense. I mean, you really have to stay connected to them at all times.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
And some changes here for New York. Mitchell Robinson, he's checked in for Hart. Anunoby comes in for Shaman. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for McBride.
1 shot.
And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less, Grant.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
And here's Lowry from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Towns has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Outside Brunson. 5 to shoot. With the fadeaway. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Oubre against Anunoby. Pass to Drummond. Drummond double teamed. Here's McCain. Off target from outside.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Anunoby finds Robinson. New York working the ball around now. Towns passes to Bridges. Now Brunson. And Lowry with the defensive effort.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
Philadelphia with another miss.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And the basket by Bridges.
The stop and pop ability from Bridges, that makes him so difficult to defend.
76ers lead.
Down low. Drummond. And Anunoby pulls it down. Anunoby's got his 4th rebound in this one. Brunson against Lowry. Towns a screen on Lowry. Out to Bridges. Back to Brunson. This one for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 23. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny, so development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter, and it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Shooting 2.
That free throw no good. Walker, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And he's good on the second. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Pass to Towns. Now here's Robinson. Drummond defending. Towns a screen on Walker. Here's Brunson. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
To the inside. And Drummond with the jam.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Bridges passes to Anunoby. Misses the 3.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Pass to Drummond. Now Oubre. 3-pointer. The Knicks with the rebound. Anunoby's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bridges with it. Towns for 3. Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 15 here tonight. It's Walker on the wing. Pass to McCain. Back to Walker. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
4th team foul.
Well, Richard, over the last few years, we're seeing the NBA experiment with the format for the All-Star game.
I'm a classic East versus West guy, but the players have to be more competitive. I think that is the best version of the All-Star game we've ever seen.
Bonus checked in for Philadelphia. Edwards comes in for Oubre. And that one misses. And the Knicks shooting 47% since the 4th quarter started. Anunoby for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Philadelphia with another miss. And we may have an injury here. That does not look good.
And by the look of it, guys, this could be serious.
Look, I'm no doctor, and I know that might be a surprise to a lot of you people, but look, that looked pretty harsh, and he's certainly going to have to miss some extended time.
McBride, he's checked in for Brunson.
Time to make some noise for your Knicks City Dancers.
Changes for Philadelphia. Drummond's checked in for Bona. Watford comes in for Walker. And it's Gordon in for Edwards. Well, the Knicks shooting just 42% so far in the game. Pass to Towns. To the middle. Bridges against McCain. Towns, a screen on McCain. Bridges outside. Over McCain. New York again can't hit. The 76ers shooting 41% here in the fourth. Watford outside. And there's 1:38 left in the fourth quarter. Lowry outside. Watford with a screen from deep. It's rebounded by McBride. And the Knicks shooting around 42% as we continue play in the fourth quarter.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the 76ers.
Tonight they got everybody in on the scoring. Had nice passing, which led to good looks.
Just solid play by these guys.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Paul George.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
And at nearly 7 feet tall, you don't expect Towns to do some of the things he does, like drain threes and make savvy passes, but he's a modern big man.
Now here's Oubre, pass to Drummond. Outside McCain. Drummond to screen on Bridges. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Knicks ball.
Here's Bridges. Here's Towns. Outside McBride. Back to Towns. Inside. Here's Robinson. Ooh, rejected by Drummond. And it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go.
Coming onto the floor for the Sixers, number 22, Janai Broom.
There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Bridges against McCain. Out to Lowry. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 5. Lets it go from deep. Towns with a rebound. Now here's McBride. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident and didn't let anything shake them. This is what a dominant team looks like.
All right, to Allie LaForce with our player of the game.
Well, Paul, this team seems to be rounding into shape. What is your sense of the chemistry right now?
Really good, real beneficial. It's great that we was able to pick this win up. That's what it's about. We don't care if it's a blowout or if it's a close one. We need to learn how to do both. So it's great. We were able to pick this up. Good quality team win.
Good luck on continuing to build that chemistry.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Paul George.